Welcome to our continuing series on the new music. Today, more experiences in the Om Choir. Dear Narad, this was the experience that I told you and that you asked me to write. Since the first Om Choir, I felt a flood of love, union, and peace. After 4 or 5 choirs, I had a strong experience with my body. I started feeling dizziness and nausea, and I couldn't sing anymore. When I went to my room, all my body was trembling, and I was feeling all and each part of my body vibrating in a chaotic form. It was like the body was not one, but many individual pieces. I was feeling so bad that I thought that maybe I could pass away. And this gives me a beautiful experience of surrender to the Mother. I surrendered completely, and then I could sleep for a few hours. When I wake up, I was crying, and I couldn't went to the Om Choir of the morning. Also, my body was telling me not to go. In the Om Choir, all my body started vibrating with the Om, but now very subtle and gently, and it continues like this for the rest of the Om choirs and for the reading of Savitri. I also saw a golden cascade flooding my eyes and head, and even if I opened my eyes, it remained there. Thanks to the Mother, the grace, and the instrument that allows me to have this strong and beautiful experience of opening and surrender. Blessed Narad, in speaking of an experience at an Om choir during the first night of the 2011 Om conference, you asked me to share this experience on email, so I'm following through with that request. At the beginning of the Om Choir first session, Thursday evening, June 30th, I could hear individual Oms blending initially, but after a very short time, all I could experience was a symphony, without a single Om even identified. In these resonant notes of delight, the experience was that of a sea with swirling water in cone formation, which was freely swirling upward. I could not experience my body, but was the swirling sea of symphony with golden sunlight flickering through, so happy and joyful. At one point, consciousness entered that Om was to be expressed, but it was not possible, even though it was attempted, or at least no consciousness of it being able to be expressed was in awareness. This was a beautiful experience that did not end with the Om choir completion that evening. If I turn consciousness to the music, it appears and is experienced. Love and gratitude for collaboration in this offering from the Mother. Another experience. Very recent today, immediately after reading your email, and the trunks in vision really just jotted down what was in consciousness. in front of the mother's picture. So it is unprocessed, but much is felt about this. It may or may not have interest to you, but I include. The trunk must be maintained so not to disturb the roots, but the branches should be recognized as their origin, and sustenance is the same roots. Without the branch, the flower cannot blossom and express the Om. The flower cannot fall and enhance the process of that root. The new music is the blossom and return from the root. Listen, the roots are deep, and larger is the trunk than is in vision. The flowers and fruit are the Om. Blessed be this new music.